Okay, in this video, I'm going to be talking about losing streaks. So last week on Euro USD and on a bunch of other pairs, I went on a huge losing streak. I took like a bunch of losses, partial losses and shit. But on Euro USD, market got to this support zone right here, right? So market got right here. I saw that it didn't bounce right away. Like it got to the zone, but it went like lower, and as you can see, like it formed like a break and retest pattern. So like market tried to come up, right? Went down. It created like this pattern right here. So I thought it was going to go down. So I shorted the market. I got in right here, right? Put my stop loss like above these highs right here. So the trade looks something like this. I went for a 1 or 2. And instead of having my stop loss all the way up here, I decided to put it like right here above market structure that got formed. And instead of taking a full hit, I took like a partial loss, right? So I got out at a small loss. But then I was like, okay, it doesn't want to go down, so that means it wants to go up. So then I waited for it to pull back, right? To pull back and then go up. So I got in for longs when it got to right here. Put my stop loss like down here. And I told myself, okay, if it doesn't start bouncing right away, get out of the trade at a small loss, right? So wait for it to come back to right here. Yep, right here. It started to bounce, right? Got in right here. I'm in right here because it retested, right? And I believe I went for 1 or 2. Right, so market structure got formed. So now instead of having my stop loss all the way down here, I decided to move it and put it like right above market structure. So like somewhere like right here, yeah. Bam, just fucking went down, right? So then I was like, man, this is bullshit. It's like it's not really going up or down, it's just consolidating. So then I waited for it to get to the next resistance zone to go in for shorts, right? It didn't want to go up. It didn't want to, it didn't want to go down. It didn't want to go up. So now I was like, okay, third time's a charm, right? Wait for it to come back right to this area right here so it can drop. So the trade looks something like this. Put my stop loss like above this like market structure point right here. Waited for it to get up there. It got up there. Market structure started to get formed, right? So remember, I have my stop loss up here, but when market structure gets formed, what I typically do is I put it where market structure got formed. So I don't remember if I got in like, hold on. I either got in like right here at this point or up here, one of these 2 points. But if I was, hold on. Okay, yeah, I got in right here because it never got in. It never tapped in deeper, right? So I got in right here. It started to go down, right? So now, instead of having my stop loss all the way up here, I put it right here, right? So if it was to come up and take me out, I would lose again a very small amount, right? And that's exactly what happened. Oh, and on this trade, I went for 1 or 2 as well. It was close to hitting my TP, but it ended up just reversing, right? So I took a small loss. So this just comes to show that not every trading strategy has a 100% win rate, right? The market can do like stupid shit like this where it just starts consolidating and it just sucks. But most of the times, like the market goes up and down. When it consolidates, you know, it's not going to consolidate forever. And I also took, like, the same bullshit happened on EuroCAD. What happened? Okay. You know, I don't even remember, but the same shit happened, right? I placed some trades. I think it was just one trade. I really don't remember. But the same shit happened. Like the market chopped up, and on CHF JPY, I do remember this trade. Yep, right here. Shit like this pisses me the fuck off. Okay, so let me put this on replay mode. So right here. Hold on. A little bit more. So market opened, New York session. I saw that this support zone didn't get respected, right? Market tried to bounce, didn't bounce, came down, right? And then it got up to the next resistance, and then it headed down, right? It got to the next support zone down here. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for a pullback, right? So it can basically retest and drop. The trade looked something like this. Put my stop loss above this high, right? I waited for it to get up there. Yep, got in, right? And I was going for 1 or 2. So I had my stop loss up here, but since market structure got created, instead of having it up here, I now moved it and put it down here, right? So if it comes up to this area right here, I get out. It takes me out at a small loss, right? So this trade started going to the profit, and then bam, right? It fucking came up, took me out, and then it fucking reversed, and I believe it hit my TP. But I've taken this trade so many times, like it's not supposed to do this. Market, the market can do whatever the fuck it wants, but it's rare for it to do some stupid shit like this. And this happened on the same day where I went on a losing streak on Euro USD and Euro CAD. So yeah, this trade would have hit my TP. But when people go through losing streaks, they try to switch up their strategy. They think that something is wrong with their strategy. Which at that point when you're losing multiple trades, yes, like the strategy stops working for a little bit. But you need to control risk and just keep on placing trades at, like I use support and resistance. I just kept on placing support and resistance trades, right? And I made all the money back plus more. And this week I'm on a crazy winning streak. So yeah, I don't worry about losing streaks. You know, they're temporary. And just how you can get losing streaks, you also get winning streaks. So, you know, everything should work out if you just control risk. But yeah, that's all I have.